Hey guys, and welcome to the video. So here today I am just letting you know of a new backporting tool that has just been released, although it's in its early stages, but still it seems to work great. It's something that is a work in progress, so I'm sure it'll improve, but this one is done by Modded Warfare, which we know in the PS4 community. He's already done various other tools and things, and yeah, he's fantastic with tutorials and whatnot. Definitely a straight up honest dude. So this is much different than the backporting tool I reported on yesterday, which had like 57 million warnings and red flags that came up on virus total and whatnot, and required like 11 exe files that I can't really understand why they exist. This is much different and extremely super easy. So in his video, it's not really a tutorial, but it kind of sort of is. He shows you here that Resident Evil 2 is installed and it won't run. It won't run because it's on a higher firmware. Same thing with Crash Team Racing. It doesn't run because even though it's installed on his 505, it requires higher firmware. So then he uses the tool and he just creates a patch. He then puts the patch into the PS4 and then the game works. Now this tool will only work on fake package files, not retail ones. It will work on games that require 6.72 firmware or lower. If it's a retail package file, it will not work. If it requires firmware that is higher than 6.72, this will not work either. I don't know if it works on updates, but you can try it and see. However, it does work on games, and you can see here that he kind of walks you through it very quickly. He's not talking or anything. This is just a tutorial where music is playing in the background and he just kind of walks you through it very quickly, and then yeah, it works. He puts the patch into the system and then the game launches and it doesn't kick up the error. And you can see here, there we go. Now Crash Team Racing launches where it didn't before because he installed the patch. Okay, so let me go ahead and kind of just run over some things with you. Again, this is a work in progress, so I'm just going to give you some more information and kind of run you through this very quickly. All right, so let's go ahead and begin. I'm going to try to run through this as quickly as possible. First, down in the description of this video, you will find the mega link that will allow you to download the zip file. Is the exact same link that's in Modded Warfare's video. So it's the same link. You could get it from him or get it from this one, either way. Now, once you've downloaded that file, what I did was I took the contents and I put them here into a folder. You can go into install these and make sure that you have these two things installed in your PC. Now I already had Python 2.7, but it was an older version and this just updated it. And then I also have this Microsoft Visual C++ redistributable. I already had that in my system, but I had a 2017 version, so it was more updated. If you try to run this and you have a more updated version, this will not install. It'll tell you you have to uninstall the one that's already installed in order to run this, which of course you don't have to. If you have a newer version, this will work just fine. So I did not have to install this one. You can also, if you don't trust these files, you can get them right from the source. You can get the redistributable from Microsoft, and you can get the latest Python from the Python site. Now, once you're done with that, you'll need to run the exe. Now, just so that you know, I ran the exe and virus total. It did kick up a few warnings, but these are from those softwares that are lesser known, and a lot of time in these lesser known softwares, you get a lot of false positives. I know what I said yesterday, but it's a big difference getting 20 from one exe file as opposed to just 7. Plus, this is Modded Warfare that we're talking about, completely different. Also, here in Jotty, everything came up clean, and I did run it in my Komodo and Windows Defender and all that stuff, and everything came up clean. You will need to run this as an administrator, so either run it as an administrator or change it in the properties so it always runs as an administrator. Now, when you do this and launch it, this is what you'll get. Okay, so at this point, what you need to do is point it to the fake package file. And in this case, we're going to use Spider-Man. So let me bring this up. Let's pretend that my PS4 is on 505, which one of them is. And I have Spider-Man installed in that PS4. It requires, though, let's say 6.72 in order to run. Now you can install it because it's a fake package file, but because it requires 672 and you're on 505, when you try and run it, it will kick up an error. But the game is already installed, so all we need to do is just make a patch for it. So the game is backed up on my PC right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to point this to where my game is backed up, and there it is right there. I'm going to select the fake package file. It will automatically give me an output path for right now. As of the making of this video with version 1.0, apparently if you try and change the path, you'll get some kind of error. So just leave it alone. It will put the output file wherever your package file is located at. It'll put it in the same place, which is fine. And then just click create a backport patch. And that's it. It's that simple. That's all you need to do. It doesn't take very long at all. Once this is finished, that file will be where your game is located at, where the backup of your game is located. Then you would take that file and stick it into your PS4 however you normally do, either through the debug settings or doing what Modern Warfare did and using the package installer. However you do it, just go ahead and install it. And once you do that, then the game should work. Now keep in mind, and see, it's already finished. That didn't take long at all, right? So we can go ahead and close it. And then when we open up the folder, you will see another file has been created. This one right here has a 101 and is considerably smaller. This is the patch file. That's what you put in your system. So keep in mind that this may not work with all games. Some EA games on newer firmwares require some files that are not in your PS4 on 505. I don't know if this fixes that, or it's going to fix that, or even if that's something that's fixable. And if the passcode to get into the package file, if somebody has changed it, then you may not be able to get into that package file. So for example, let me launch it again. Here by default, it's all zeros. If somebody changed that, then unless you know what the passcode is, you won't be able to get into the package file, and then this won't work. But in almost every case, all fake package files are all zeros, and that's it. That's all that you need to do. Also, one last thing, also, if this patch doesn't work for you, you may have to patch the whole entire game, which will take much longer. So you do everything the same and then just hit backport whole game. It'll take a long while. The whole entire game will get patched, and then you put that whole package file into your system and see if it works that way. Again, the game needs to be on 672 or below for this to work. Has to be a fake package file, not retail, and hopefully it will work. If this gets updated, I'll let you guys know. I'm pretty sure Modern Warfare will do a tutorial on it as well. And that's pretty much going to do it for this one, guys. I appreciate you watching. As always, much love going out to everybody out there. Be careful, be safe, but have fun. And we will see you on the next one.